and welcome to another edition of The Brash, The Brazen, another installment where we keep it prolific, consistent, and dedicated. We raise the bar and the hottest, the latest, the greatest, the most in-depth, the most thorough to help keep showing you on YouTube, providing you multiple videos a day, hourly, around the clock, on time, all the time. Make sure to send a super thanks donation in the comments section by clicking the $sign. Ladies and gentlemen, the wrestling world has been rocked in the last several weeks about untimely deaths that we didn't see coming, deaths that we didn't want, passing away of certain wrestlers and icons and legends and Hall of Famers, wrestlers that stood the test of time, creative minds like Bray Wyatt. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have yet another sad update. Ladies and gentlemen, coming straight out of the camp of the WWE, we are sadly and unfortunately going to report yet another death. And you might have heard of this star. If you've been watching wrestling for a long time, or if you've done your history, you've done your back checks, you've done your fact checks, you probably know what's going on. You probably might have heard of this man, and he had a big to-do in the WWE, and he had a big to-do with a man of WWE Hall of Famer, Sergeant Slaughter, who is also a former WWE champion and a WWE legend. Now, it wasn't Sergeant Slaughter that died. It wasn't Sergeant Slaughter that passed away. But no, it was his general. It was his manager. It was the man that watched his back. The only man that Sergeant Slaughter would take would take any, salutes or orders from would be General Adnan. That's the general has died, ladies and gentlemen, and he was a big part of the Sergeant Slaughter program back in the day. Obviously, his storyline was very intense, very controversial, very combative. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, we salute the general and rest in peace to the general as we lose yet another WWE star, another WWE legend, another man that really got the crowd to hate him, and it made Sergeant Slaughter's character go to a whole nother level once General Adnan came in and changed the complexity of everything. So today, our thoughts and our prayers go out to the general, and of course, our thoughts and our prayers also are with Sergeant Slaughter, as Sergeant Slaughter and the general were obviously very close. More to come from the Brash One and all WWE.